Hello everybody, Gamer Penny here, bringing you another episode of our Lord of the Rings online Let's Play, and we are back with Baradbeam. Before we get into stuff today, I do want to mention two things. One, the game has been absolutely buggy for me trying to get on and play. We're having a music bug in here where it just cuts off completely before looping. So just want to point that out, that I'm aware. I think we're running smoothly now, so I'm not going to concern myself with trying to figure out why we're having a music bug. The second is, I do want to talk about, so Lord of the Rings just announced and rolled out supporter packs, and I actually did purchase the most expensive one. So I wanted to point that out, that I have them. I haven't opened them yet, but I did buy them. Simply because one of the, my logic behind it is and you're free to do with the supporter packs what you want to do. I know some people support them, some people do not. For me, I bought the lifetime membership to this game when it first came out, so I have not paid for it in, what year? what skill portrait do I have here? 12 years? I have not paid for it in 11 years, so I'm okay buying supporter packs because this game it's one of my favorites, so that's why I put money into games I enjoy. Just ask Path of Exile, which I'm not even close to being a whale, but in my mind I'm a whale over there. So, all right, well, with all of that taken care of, we will open these in a little bit. Obviously, we're having some inventory management problems, but we'll open those a little bit later when we're able to find a bank. But for now, let's continue on the main story quest. So, you study the maps placed upon the table and consider Theodred's plan. First, he must determine what defenses to leave at the Fort of Isen. Then he will ride north to Isengard with a host of riders. The attack will begin at dawn. Solo quest, alright. We're heading out.
Swiftly on the 25th of February, as my prince.
Yes, as my prince. Yeah, the audio is like, my prince prepared to conduct his daring strike. I don't know why we're having an audio glitch, so I apologize, guys. Hopefully it won't be too distracting. It's not me, it's the game. So I might have to repair it or something. Not sure. So, I hope you have awakened refreshed, Baradbeam. I doubt not this will be a long day. I have a few matters left undone, which must be resolved. Then we ride. Follow Theodred. I will need many men at my side at Isengard, but we must not leave the ford undefended. Okay. Is that your horse over there? Who did you have in mind to command the riders we leave behind? Kata was my first choice. His brother Edwig already spoke to me, desiring a place in our host. Their mother is old, and if our attack on Isengard goes ill, I would not deprive her of both her sons. Aww. Come, Baradbeam. We will tell Sinston to deliver this message. Okay. My prince. Oop. We're completely froze up. I thought we were running smoothly, but we are not. Yep. I got the Lotro client 64 is not responding. I'm gonna give it 1 second. Sometimes it goes. We might go. No. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and cut here, and when we come back, hopefully I've got the problems solved. I'm not sure why it's doing this. The game is just buggy, so I'm going to try to repair. So I will be right back. Alright, everybody, I think we are back. It has been a good 4 days since I recorded the first part of that and we were crashing. I kept crashing after that, so I know I had mentioned audio glitches. I'm still getting a little bit of audio glitches, just like that. It seems like the music loops randomly at times. But it got to the point where I couldn't even load the game to get in here. And I tried everything. I've tried reinstalling it, tried repairing it, tried going through Steam instead of the launcher off the website. And I don't know what finally did it, because the last time I tried, it didn't work. And then I just tried randomly today, and here we are. So hopefully we won't freeze up, but we're going to go ahead and try the instance again. If we do freeze up, we'll just have to keep trying. Alright, I think we've read this before, but I'm just going to read it again just in case. So, I hope you have awakened refreshed, Baradbeam. I doubt not this will be a long day. I have a few matters left undone, which must be resolved. Then we will ride. I will need many men at my side at Isengard, but we must not leave the ford undefended. Okay. I'm pretty sure didn't he die here? Who did? It's spoilers, I guess. Who did you have in mind to command the riders we leave behind? Kata was my first choice. His brother Edwig already spoke to me, desiring a place in our host. Their mother is old, and if our attack on Isengard goes ill, I would not deprive her of both her sons. Oh, that's right, yeah. Come, Baradbeam. We will tell Sinstan to deliver this message. And this is where we crashed last time. So far, knock on wood, you know, pray to all the gods that we're good. I think we are, though. If it does not, we will make our own fortune, my friend. Sinstan, is everything all right? What are you looking for? Oh, he lost his bracers. That's right. It's nothing. I misplaced one of my bracers. That is all. It will turn up, I am sure. I need you to cross to the east bank with a message for Kata. Tell him he is to remain here with his men and to hold the fort against whatever may come. You want him to stay here? I will tell him, but he will not like it. Yeah, I suppose he wouldn't. Yeah, there's the audio glitch again, but as long as we don't crash, we're good. Kata is a man of Rohan and will understand what is needed of him. I will not advance through the front gate to victory while leaving the postern gate open to the enemy. Someone must stay to hold the fort in the event I have misjudged Saruman's mind. Theodred lowers his voice and addresses you quietly. You should go with Sinstan to deliver my words, Baradbeam. He is untested by battle, and the men see him still as a green boy. Kata may be less bristly towards my esquire if you are there as well. I need a word with Ethelard before we go. He is not pleased at the quality of the spears we have, but it is too late to make more. They will have to suffice. Talk to Sinstan on the Ayat in the Eisen. Okay. I hope you don't mind getting your feet wet, Baradbeam. Kata is on the east bank of the river, and the stones can be treacherous. Yeah, I'm good. So I do believe that we reset our graphics at some point while I was trying to troubleshoot. You've been in some battles, Baradbeam. So it might look a little bit different, and if you notice it's really different... Oh, yep, they're a little bit... It's just the audio loops randomly. We'll try to fix everything later. I just want to make sure that the game is stable, because I literally did nothing between the last time we crashed until now, and the game's just running again, so I don't know. I don't know what to say. So, you have come a long way from your homeland, Baradbeam, and you have seen a great deal of danger. These battles in which you have fought, when you were embroiled in the thick of them, were you frightened? I cannot ask this of the men. They would think me a coward. But I am already frightened, and we have not yet begun to march. Well, I will be with Theodred, and he has never known fear. Ah. I could not bear to bring shame upon my family or my prince. You got this, my dude. Thank you for listening, friend. I will follow your example, and not give in to these doubts. Hello. Kata, are you here? You are to remain here with your men, to hold the ford. It is the will of the prince. I should not be left behind. My place is at the front of the column with my prince. Kata's eyes flash angrily at you from beneath the rim of his helmet. I will do as I am commanded, but I wish it were not necessary. My men will hold the fort against whatever comes, as my prince desires, but I think we wait here uselessly while our brothers and our friends ride into battle against the enemies of Saruman. I understand the need for it, but I chafe at the need and do not want to sit here in idleness while Prince Theodred rides into danger. I know, I get it. Especially because he's probably going to die. So, I did tell the prince that Kata would not be happy about staying here. You heard me tell him that. I'm going to stay here a few minutes and see if I can find my missing bracer. You should cross the ford again and tell the prince that the ford will be defended while we are away. I hope you find your bracer, man. What do you say? Okay. Here I go. Back across this river. I'm not doing a good job of leapfrogging on the rocks. Ow. Get my boots wet. Okay. Yep, just a little random... I wonder if it's an audio driver. That is something I didn't think about. I did everything with the video drivers and the graphics card. I didn't try any audio driver stuff. I might try that later, so... All is ready then? Kata will hold the east bank of the ford with the men at his command, and the rest of us will ride north to Isengard. The Theodred will follow my lead, and Grimbold will dismount and command the foot as a separate unit if the terrain off the road warrants it. Athelard will call the mark for his archers. It will be some hours before we are in sight of Isengard. It is best we get started. Mount your steed and talk to Grimbold when you're ready to ride. I'm ready, man. Mount my steed. Look. See my horse here? Let us ride together, Baradbeam. Let us bring news of our defiance to Saruman himself.
Prince Theodred left riders at the ford of Isen to guard the passage into Rohan, and he went north with a second group to Isengard.
Who's narrating right now? Whose voice is that? Do we know? Aomer, maybe? That'd be cool. Kata? It is a pleasant morning for riding, Baradbeam. If it stays thus, we will be at Isengard by midday and have brought Saruman to heel not long after. Let us catch up to the prince and get a good view on the road ahead. Who is this? Oh, Grimbold. Ride with Grimbold up the road to Isengard. Ha! Here we go. Oh, my cat says hi. Meow. Hello, kitty. Yes, you're hungry. I'll be done in a minute. Where are we? Grimbold, your horse is so slow. Oh, here we are. Where's Isengard? Like, is this Theodred? My prince, what is word from ahead? We will know soon. I sent Hildred on ahead to scout the road. We are nearly there, Baradbeam. I can smell the stench of Isengard even from here. Look, he returns to us. Prince Theodred! Definitely getting audio bugs there. There are orcs and half-orcs outside the walls, but the number is not great. Really. We have taken the wizard unawares. Or he is taking us unaware. Perhaps... Do not celebrate yet, Hildred. The battle is still unfought. This news lightens my heart, but we must not forget that Saruman is devious. This strike will remind him we are not to be lightly set aside, and that he is not immune to attack. Any more than that is more than I expect. The dawn has passed. It will be midday when we move to the next stage of my plan. Ready yourself for what comes next, Baradbeam. Okay. We have several hours' ride ahead of us, Baradbeam. Then we will see if Saruman is prepared to face me in battle, or if he will cower behind his walls in perpetual caution. Yeah, let's travel, man. Oh, we're back at the camp? Or is this a new camp? What the heck? Examine the map table and complete the daring strike midday. Oh. Weird. Why wouldn't it just... do it all at once? Kinda odd.
Theodred came to the gates of Isengard by midday, and the Uruks arrayed before him, ready
There
for
it
his
is.
assault. We lined up, ready to charge.
Oh, awesome. Should I be on my horse? Hello, orcs. Hildred spoke true. There are orcs outside the walls, but their numbers should not be a problem for us, Baradbeam. Let us see what they think of my riders. Rohirrim! Our foes lie before us. See them assembled outside their walls. Grimbold, have your archers send our greeting to Saruman. Oh, don't shoot me, man. With pleasure, my prince. Archers, come forward. Volley! So cool. They didn't even shoot back, man. Grimbold, take Baradbeam and attack from the flank while our riders harry them. We'll cut through the brush on the side of the road, Baradbeam, and attack our enemy's flank. This way. Alright. Come on, Mavar. I hear fighting. Look, the riders have begun their attack. Mow them down, man. You ran right past them. You hear that, Baradbeam? Someone comes, get ready. Ah! I was watching that fight, man. And my kitty is calling. Must be food time. That was not all of them, Baradbeam. Stay alert. Okay. Coming. Get this guy. Okay. Defeat half-orcs in Dunland. Archers from hiding! Yep, I just get a little bit of lag every so often. I really don't know what's causing it. It's not game breaking though, it's just annoying. Before it was game breaking, so I will take annoying. Here comes another, and it sounds like a big one. A troll? Oh. Grimbold, Baradbeam! Rungar, we thought you were an enemy. Prince Theodred has routed the enemy. Victory is ours. Baradbeam, Grimbold, come with me and we will send them howling back into the Ring of Isengard. We will send them back to Saruman. Okay.
Our victory was short-lived. All was still as the gates of Isengard swung open. Out boiled a mighty force of Saruman's Uruks. They sought to surround us, and Theodred ordered a retreat.
We are outnumbered, Baradbeam. The prince has ordered a retreat, but first we must survive this attack. Our riders have managed to net some of our foes. Attack the netted Uruks and keep them from breaking through. I will try to drive some of the others away. I mean, that seems kind of cowardly, but I suppose in war, there's just things you gotta do. Alright, buddy. Hey, where's another netted fella? Here. Oh. This is our chance. We have to retreat now. Are you Baradbeam? You are. We have to get out of here. Shouts of despair and cries of terror rise from the pockets of Rohirrim, still fighting for their lives. The archer looks at you with fear in his eyes and throws his bow down in the dust. The day is lost. There are too many Uruks. The men begin to break for the road back to the ford, and all sense of order is lost as the Uruks gather on all sides. Oh, that went south really quick. Battle for the ford afternoon. It's weird that they broke it up into three. I don't know.
Up between Theodred and our foes, fighting for our lives and his. There seemed to be no end to the Uruks.
This is far enough, Baradbeam. Let us turn and face our pursuers. We must give Prince Theodred some time to move further south. Okay. Do not let them come through. I can't target nothing. There we go. Oh, so also update on my mom playing Lord of the Rings. She's level 15 now. And she's gotten to the old forest. As you can imagine, someone who, like, I have to go out every so often to be like, Mom, you're running into a wall, that's why you're not moving forward or going anywhere. Old Forest is a little bit tricky for her. But she's still having a lot of fun with it. And she does this thing where it's like, on the keyboard, like, as someone who plays a lot of MMOs, you watch the cooldown and you say, okay, now I can do my next spell and whatnot. And for my mom, it's like she just rapidly presses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so that's the only spell she uses. And I tried to explain to her cooldowns, and you don't have to be so frantic about it. And it's actually pretty laid back. Laid back combat system. There's not really, like, compared to things like Final Fantasy, it's just you don't have off global cooldowns and stuff like that. You can pretty much in this game, unless you're min-maxing, just do whatever spell you feel like doing. But she doesn't get it. Which is okay. She's learning, so it's just it's a good time sometimes. And then I went out there today and she was like, I lost my bow. And I was like, what? I went out she's like, I don't know what I did with my bow. And because she had the bow from her character screen, she took it and put it like here. And then she accidentally dragged it off and then couldn't find it. And she was like, I can't attack. My bow's gone. Like, oh, now you can just right click, Mom. So she's having a good time. It's good time, so. We are doing well, Baradbeam. Every second we give to Prince Theodred is a second unwasted. So long as we stand, Rohan stands with us. Oh no, Edwig has taken a grievous wound. Oh, isn't Edwig, the time for fighting is over. Run. Wait, isn't Edwig the guy that, him and his brother, like, we didn't want the mom to be, like, a Saving Private Ryan deal? There's no victory here. We have to run. We're just watching all the Rohirrim die here. They will be on us in moments, Baradbeam. Let me gather the men about us and ready them for this last assault. Gather to me! Saruman's hammer stroke will soon be upon us. Our prince has gotten to safety, but we cannot allow this force to reach him. Captain, a rider approaches. What? What's that? Wilfirth? Captain, a second force of Uruks has come to the ford in secret. I knew it. Kata has been driven back into Rohan. Prince Theodred is in danger. 1,000 curses upon Saruman. He sent a second force of Uruks to the ford on the other side of the river. We have to get back to the prince at once. Without Kata at the ford, Prince Theodred cannot drive them off with the few men he has in his party. Uh-oh. I knew it.
The Uruks pursued us as we fled, and the riders Theodred left at the ford were driven away by their onslaught. The prince was forced onto the island in the middle of the river, attacked from both sides, and we could not reach him. All seemed lost.
Dang it. I mean, we knew it was happening, right? Like, it's not something that is gonna change from the books, so.
In the middle of the river Isen. We had to fight through the line of Uruks to reach him.
Death to the forces of Saruman. Death to them all. Quickly, Baradbeam, we must get to the water's edge and see what has happened to the prince. Fight only those who get in our way. We must get to the water. Where's Mavar? Hold on, I need my friend. And then a little of this. Just doing all the different skills, like. Shakai warrior. Shakai, huh? Is that like a sharky type thing? Saruman turns into. I guess I don't know the names of... There's a lot of groaning and grunting going on, and... I have a dirty joke in mind, but I won't say it. I am going to actually... turn it down just a little bit, because it is very loud. I know that's the master volume, and I can mess with it later, but I don't want to mess a whole lot with it. You think you can keep me from my prince? You are a fool to try. Uh-oh. There's no time, Baradbeam. Prince Theodred is beset on all sides. We have to cross the river and break through the ring that surrounds him. Look, Theodred is hard-pressed on all sides, but he still fights. Oh no, the prince has fallen. Someone fights on, keeping the earth. Oh, is it Sinston? Aw. The prince's esquire. Sinston, you. But I. Oh. Well, well, well. There is a face I've seen before. More flack. This mamma jamma. Baradbeam, I thought we would not meet again. The old man was not pleased to lose you as his guest, and he was very cross with Morflack. But in his wisdom he sent me forth to gain his forgiveness, and with a simple mission. All I needed to do was kill the horse prince. I have done this, and more beside. And now I will settle my score with you. Does Morflack, unless we kill him here, but does he become a raid boss? I feel like it would make sense for him to be a raid boss in Isengard. I feel like something's gonna happen where he's gonna flee. Ow, he hits really hard. Yeah. Enough! Gather to me, boys. Finish this maggot once and for all. Prince Theodred, be strong. Morflack's attention is drawn to the eastern bank of the ford, but before you can take advantage of his inattention, you are yourself rooted to the spot with wonder. A line of riders has come from Rohan, and the courage of the Uruks melts away as the Rohirrim prepare to charge. Oh, it's Éomer, right?
And yet, as the sun set and our hopes with it, the sound of a horn signaled the arrival of a new force on the far side of the river. Elfhelm riding hard from Helm's Deep, with many riders at his call. The Uruks retreated before him, and the day was saved.
Elfhelm?
Much was lost that could not be regained.
Is that Éomer? Examine the map complete. Oh gosh, they got another one here.
Night fell on the 25th of February, as my prince
Elfhelm
prepared for one last journey. A journey to lands we know not.
You are Baradbeam? Grimbold spoke to me of you. He says you fought bravely today. Elfhelm looks across the waters of the Isen into the distance. Many men fought bravely today. For many a man, this was his last battle. I rode hard from Helm's Deep once Saruman's forces were spotted. Would that we got here sooner. Grimbold is with the prince. You should go to him. Was Elfhelm in the books? Like, because I know there were some things, like, they left out Glorfindel from the movies and replaced with some of the things with Arwen. Is Elfhelm, like, a character that's from the books that was replaced with Éomer in the movies? Because I actually didn't... I've reread the first book multiple times. I read the second book once, and the third book, to be honest, guys, I don't know if I made it all the way through. But I don't remember Elfhelm. Prince Theodred's wounds are grievous, Baradbeam. He does not have much time left. I have given him a bedroll and tried to make him as comfortable as I can, but he shakes his head, a haunted look in his eyes. I am a veteran of many wars, Baradbeam, and have seen death in all its forms. But to see Theoden King's heir like this, more than my prince will die tonight. I fear Rohan dies with him. Oh, really? Grimbold, my old friend. My prince, I'm here. Is the ford? is it? We still hold the ford, my prince. The Uruks have retreated to Isengard. Good. We need to keep. We will hold the ford. Saruman cannot break us, Prince Theodred. Elfhelm, I thought I saw your shield. You did, my prince. I rode down the great orc that gave you that wound. Ah. His courage deserted him, and I planted my spear in his back. Courage. Since then, where is... You need your rest, my prince. We will speak of Sinston another time. Yeah, did. Grimbold, I am not a child. Sinston fell defending you from the orcs, my prince. He was very brave. Baradbeam? Yes. I want you to know, Theodred coughs weakly. He is clearly near the end of his strength. My father cannot stand alone. He closes his eyes for a moment, but keeps speaking. My father, the king. He needs allies if Rohan is to survive. We will stand by him. He will have them. All of us will aid Theoden King. Aye, we are sworn to the king. You will be with him, my prince. We will bring you to Edoras. No. Leave me here. I don't think that's a good idea. I will keep the ford. You are out of your mind, my boy. Éomer? Where's Éomer? Prince Theodred is dead. Oh, he dies out on the ford? He doesn't die back in the... That's a departure from the, the movie. Most of my memory of the happenings of Lord of the Rings is from the movies, so... Theodred is dead. We will bury him here, as was his wish, alongside his men. They will not return to Rohan, but will keep the ford alongside their prince until the end of all days. Aww. I am ready for this day to be done, Baradbeam. I know it is the same with you. Okay, but he called for Éomer, like... Talk to Grimbold. Okay. We can do that. That was really sad. Actually, that's one of the saddest parts of the movie for me. When the king gets, like, his senses back, and he's like, where's my son? And he says, like, no father should bury their child, sort of thing. Like, yeah, it always makes me cry. Like, for some reason, only that part in the entire movie is sad for me, so.
We've lost much this day, but we cannot despair. We must not.
This was no accident, Baradbeam. Yeah, I would say we got betrayed somehow. Saruman sought to slay our prince, and he succeeded. With that accomplished, he is content to have his forces retreat. This is a hollow victory. We hold the ford, but the loss of Theodred is too much for Rohan to bear. We have lost much this day, but we cannot despair. We must not. We must hold this crossing or die. Saruman accomplished what he wished this day, but there will come another day, and when it does, he will seek to cross the Isen and move into Rohan. My men and I will stand against him, and if you will stand with us, we may stand the longer. These dark days grow darker still. Rest now while you can. Aww. Let me turn this off, because it's confusing me. There's a summer festival going on, by the way. Okay. This one.
It has been a long day.
Book 6, Chapter 1. So, Book 6, are we, like, officially into Rohan now? So, it has been a long day, Baradbeam, and we could all use a rest. We have held the ford, but we have lost Prince Theodred, and that weighs heavily upon my mind. I fear the doom of Rohan is near. My men are tired, weary in body and mind, and we cannot stop it. Go south of here, to the milestone located in this camp. You will find a bedroll you can use there. Take your rest while you can. You may not have another opportunity for a while, and we will need you to be ready. I'm about to have like a vision quest from Galadriel or something. Because it's been a while since we've spoken to her, huh? Oh, any one of these? Yeah, I'm gonna take this one. Solo quest.
You should get what rest you can, my friend, and try not to dwell upon the horrors of the battle. Perhaps things will seem less grim by the light of day.
I am having a nightmare. Okay. Search for survivors. Nothing moves within Grimbold's camp. Even the horses are dead. Oh dang, this is grim. Who's whispering to me? Oh. Theodred. You know Theodred did not die at this place, but the sight of the fallen prince still fills you with regret and with worry for the future of his kingdom. The dream holds you in its grip and refuses to let you go. Stay on your guard. We should probably have Mavar out. Ah. I think you might be asleep, Baradbeam. Candace! Oh, my boy! Hey! Candace looks around at the corpse-strewn camp. Your journey must have been an arduous one, Baradbeam, if this is the tapestry of your dreaming. May you find restful sleep at the end of your road, my friend, for I fear you will have little of that for a while. Walk with me a ways, Baradbeam. There are some things we need to discuss. Oh, this is so sad and so cool. Death is all around you. I felt it on the Forsaken Road, and I felt it here. But you must not abandon hope, Baradbeam. Even the darkest night is followed by the dawn. All of us have left someone behind. That is why we brave the darkness. We fight so they may see the dawn. Mavar, get out of the way. Do not lose sight of who you are, my friend, and do not despair. I would give my life 1,000 times to be even the smallest help to Aragorn, my chieftain. That is what it means to be one of the Dunedain. It was no different for these men of Rohan, or for their prince. They strove to protect their people, and would do so again if given the opportunity. Weep for the need of it, but do not mourn their choice. I know they must be content. Someone comes. Let us meet him at the gate, and keep him from further disturbing your rest. Hurry, this way. Well, who's coming? Another friend? He is close. He is your own foe to face, Baradbeam. Oh, a foe. I will not be able to help you stand against him, and you will be on your own. Let the knowledge that you have already proven the stronger lighten your heart and bring you courage. Who is it, Morflack? You. Look, he's got a skull though. Baradbeam. Oh god, he's huge. You will never escape me. Ah. My hatred lives on. Steady, Baradbeam. His weapon is fear. Do not be afraid. You cannot hope to defeat me. Look, we're so small compared to him. You are held in the grip of the dream. Okay. Oh, hey. Oh, look at all the Rohirrim coming to help us. You will never escape. Elfhelm? Did Elfhelm come to wake me up? Oh no. Who's this? Candace again? Yeah. Your dreaming mind roams far afield, Baradbeam. Asleep you are much like a ranger. I hope you do not mind my saying so. Candace chuckles. Man, that must make Baradbeam day. He's like, oh, I am a ranger. But the pleasant familiarity of the sound rings hollowly in the still air of the dream and is soon gone. Our friends have their own road now, Baradbeam. May they reach Aragorn in time to be of use to him. It is my hope the most dangerous leg of their journey is behind them, but I fear it is not so. How much hardship will our friends face before the end? A lot, probably. So much has already been lost. He lost a daughter, and he almost lost himself. Hey, Guladir. Guladir stands before you, tall and proud, but his eyes burn with fire, and his lip is twisted into a sneer. I will not rest until he dies. Mordereth. Look at all of them. No, that's not right. Lou Brennan. You. He's having a nightmare too. Must. Die. This way, Baradbeam. Guladir has passed beyond your help. Our other friends dwell in your thoughts, Baradbeam. Is this Lothrandir? Yeah. Lothrandir stands before you, struggling against his bonds, but his eyes show no sign of despair. Defiance shines from those wells of blue, and his mouth is a resolute line. You're held in the grip of dream. Lothrandir resists. This is all he knows, and he will never submit to his captors. I fear he does not know any better. Are they gonna carry him? The only one who could save Lothrandir now is Lothrandir. That's sad. I want to go save him. Gladden? Get out of here. Gladden stares out at the lake, his eyes glassy. He takes no notice of you. Gwendeth? He misses his love. Gwendeth, are you there? Oh, I should not have left you, Gwendeth. But your duty. It was a mistake. I am not strong enough for this duty. Candace, Bragar, so many of my friends. I failed them, but I will not fail you, my love. No, I forbid it. Stop. Glad. Is he drowning himself? Oh, who now? Who dat? Your thoughts turn to your friends, but remember, you are held in the grip of your dreams. Nothing you have seen here is real, Baradbeam. I am sure our friends will be fine. Candace does not sound as certain as you might wish, and you cannot help but wonder if that is proof of your own worrying doubt or something more. What is this place, Baradbeam? That river, could it be the Anduin? But, have you ever seen this place? I wonder what has called it to your memory. Is this the Trollashaws? Anduin. Yeah, it's Rivendell, right? Someone else is here, Baradbeam. Time has come for me to leave you again. No. Good night, my friend. Oh! This is a breaking of the fellowship? What is it, Mr. Frodo? You do not look well, and have not since we came back to the shore. That shape won't be coming back, I wager. Legolas saw to that with his arrows, he did, and a good thing it was, too. You clutched your shoulder when it appeared, and looked to be in a great deal of pain. Are you sure you are feeling all right? I'm worried about you, Mr. Frodo. I am fine, Sam. I felt a chill in my heart, and the pain in my shoulder reminded me of... well, it is gone now. Nothing more than a passing memory. I think we will be fine for a while. The orcs that attacked from the other shore were dismayed by the fall of whatever that shadow may have been. And yet every paddle stroke on the river brings us further south, and as it does, my heart sinks southward still. Tonight, the bow of Legolas saved us, but for how long will our fortune hold? I'm sorry, Sam. I do not want you to worry. Interesting. Gimli says that shape we saw in the sky was a Balrog. Is it true? No, I don't think so. You don't think it was, do you, Mary? I didn't get a good look at it, but that's what Gimli said. A Balrog, he said. You don't think it was, do you? How are you feeling, Pip? When that winged shadow came out from behind that cloud, I thought we were done for. I was wrong, though. Thank goodness for the quick wits and quicker bowstrings of elves. I don't want to think too much about that dark shape, at least not tonight. Maybe the memory will be less frightening in the daylight tomorrow. Gimli, are you scaring the hobbits? It was a good shot, Legolas, I will give you that. But up close, nothing can best an axe in the hand of one of Durin's folks. If that winged shadow had come just a hair lower, I would have proven it, and you would have saved an arrow. Your gift has proved useful, I grant that, but when I can make use of the Lady Galadriel's gift to me, you will see a thing of wonder and beauty. What'd she give him? The strand of her hair, right? Like a... I forget what it does. It's not the thing that glows, is it? Our journey leads us from danger into greater danger. To have lost Gandalf, to be pursued by orcs from behind, and to paddle into them ahead. What awaits us further down the river? And Gollum is still behind us. If he were not so cunning, perhaps I could catch him with an arrow, but it seems he has learned something about staying alive. Aragorn. In your hands, the bow of Galadriel is deadly indeed, Legolas. The entire company is in your debt. Did you mark how the shadows fall dismayed the orcs on the far shore? I feel they will not attack us again tonight. My guess is that our clever watermen set them on us. We have evaded his tricks thus far. May our fortune hold. Then Boromir. So they're not broken yet, but they're about to. Boromir stands apart from the rest of the group, staring across the water to the far bank. But every now and then, his eyes drift in the direction of the hobbits. Yeah, you are tempted. Aragorn? I will take the first watch. The little folk need their rest. They have been through much tonight. No, Boromir, we cannot stop tonight. It is too dangerous, blah blah blah. The orcs have retreated for now, but we are still being watched. Ah, flashbanged. Our friends are gone, but something else has come. Uh-oh. Oh! Yes, they were here. Yes, precious. Sneaking and creeping, precious. Floating and hiding. No splishing and splashing like the fishes, Gollum. Gollum? I can't do the Gollum cough. I used to try when I was younger, but it would hurt my throat now. The creature Gollum stares past you with its eyes like lamps. But even in the grip of the dream, you feel a chill at the thought you might be seen. Are you a nice fishy? Tasty? We need to keep up our strength, Gollum. We can't take the precious if our hands are too weak to wrap and squeeze. We needs our strength. Tasty fishy. Eat, and then we follows the precious Gollum. Gollum. Interesting. They're like dreaming about... Do we have like foresight? Like how are we... Oh my gosh, what is this? Look at how huge. Mysterious sword. As you touch the sword, vivid color returns to the world. In the marsh. You are all alone. Candace is gone. Your friends are gone. Where the heck are we? You hear someone stumbling through the reeds. Oh. Baradbeam, where are you? Nona, hey. I cannot see you, Baradbeam. Where are you? Who is that? What is that? Something is coming. I'm scared. Galadriel! Baradbeam, where are you? The darkness is all around you. It flies with winged speed to endanger our secret purpose. Baradbeam, you must come to Lothlorien. Really? We're going back to Lothlorien. Come to Lothlorien and bring the ghost. So cold. Really? As you stare at Nona's lifeless body lying among the mist and the reeds, you feel the waking world beginning to rip away the veil of sleep from your eyes. So we did get...
The veil of sleep passes from your eyes, but the memory of what you have seen remains. The meaning of these troubled dreams, however, remains hidden to you.
Yeah, I want to know what that sword in the marsh... Was that... That wasn't the dead marshes, was it? Interesting. That's so cool that Galadriel actually did come to our dream. Okay, I know we're probably over on time, but I do want to talk to Grimbold and see if we're just going back to Lothlorien. What was that marsh? Was that the black marsh? Was it? Is it the black marshes? The dead marshes? I don't know. I can't remember details like that.
You had a bad dream. Such things are to be expected after a...
It was more than just a bad dream. Galadriel herself showed up. Grimbold's expression becomes darker and more concerned as you tell him what you remember of the troubling dream. Ah, this is not merely a bad dream, Baradbeam. This is elf magic at the worst sort. You have dallied with strange peoples and mysterious forces, and are now caught in their net. If you were not so valuable in a fight, I would command you to leave and never return. You could not leave my sight quickly enough. Wow, you hate elves that much, huh?
This dream
Oh, ding!
dangerous times ahead.
You unlocked a new quick slot page to the right of the main skill bar. Oh, okay, kind of cool. I will not force you to leave, my friend. You have been too valuable an ally, but heed this warning. Elf magic or not, this dream of yours is an omen of dangerous times ahead. It must steer your steps, but whether it steers them to good or ill, I cannot say. This I know, however. It is not your fate to stand with us again. Can you understand any of what you saw within the fog of sleep? You tell Grimbold that you do know of someone to whom the dream seemed to refer, the girl Nona, who called herself Wadu's ghost, for a time and swore vengeance on Dunlendings in the pay of Saruman. You must begin by finding this girl then. If she sought to slay Dunlendings, she is certain to be somewhere within the Gap of Rohan. They gather in Wolf's Cleft, and the Gap teems with them. Go to Wilferith in Forthbrand to the west, and see if he has any sign of this girl. Sick. Uh-oh, look at all this stuff. What do we get? Galadriel. I have need of you, my adventuring friend, and Karis Gladden. Come to me outside the house of Celeborn, my husband, and we will speak of the things I have seen in my mirror, and the friend whose health you placed in my care. Health I placed? There will be a need of you in Rohan, and I have words you may wish to hear before you depart for that land. Volume 3, Book 7 of the epic. Oh, did you just spoil me? How dare you? Book 7, I'm on chapter 2. Dang it. I thought it was, oh cool, we got something new. Alright, well, we know you gotta go talk to this guy. That means we're probably putting someone's health, and I guess I know who it is. It's gonna be Nona. So. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up here. I'm so glad we're able to play the game again. I was getting like really discouraged. When I say I had worked on trying everything I could for a while, it was about 8-9 hours that I was working on it over the course of a couple days, and I just gave up after a while. And then tonight I was like, let me log on and just see if it like magically fixed stuff, and it did. Which sometimes happens, I guess, with computers. I don't know. Maybe some patches came out. I know they rolled out like a patch for the festival, and tomorrow's maintenance, so there could be stuff that helped affect it, or it could be anything. I don't know computers well enough to be able to say what it was, so but I'm really glad things are working again, and the story just got so amazing. Like, this is such a great expansion. I'm having a blast with it, so I hope you guys are too. And with that, I think we'll go ahead and end here. So I want to thank you guys for all of your support on this series. If you do want to see more of the Lord of the Rings online Let's Play, make sure to leave a like or subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. All right, bye-bye, everyone.